The Swedish government has promised to increase grants for immigrants who choose to leave the country and return to their home nations. The right-wing Swedish government has said that immigrants who voluntarily return back to their home nation would be eligible to receive about $34,000. This new initiative would kick off in the year 2026. Migration Minister Johan Forssell informed of a comprehensive reform agenda in dealing with the immigrants.
As a government, together with the Sweden Democrats, we have a comprehensive reform agenda in this area, and this also means that overall, the area of migration will be strengthened by 513 million kronor next year, which will then grow to 2.6 billion the following year, and then 1.4 billion in 2027.
Hello, kings and queens. Welcome back. Now, thank you so much for being here. I love you so much. And this video, mostly if you are watching, if you are immigrant, if you are Black American, if you are African diaspora, if you are someone who is in Sweden and looking forward to come back in Africa, to come back, please, this is your time. It is your time to come back to the motherland, because Sweden want to pay immigrants up to $34,000 to voluntarily leave Sweden. Wahala be like bicycle. You are being paid $34,000 to voluntarily leave Sweden. Now, $34 million is like maybe 4 million of Kenya. 5. Why do they want immigrants to leave? Why do they want black people to leave? Because most of the immigrants in Sweden are black. And let's read this. The Sweden government has said it will start offering migrants up to 350 Swedish kronor, that is $34,000, in exchange for them returning to their origin of country from 2026. All black people who are in Sweden plan to come back home in 2026. You are seeing the news. It's not that you are so much welcomed here in Sweden, but we are changing because you are overpopulating our country, Sweden. And even I will see you in the election, in the ballot boxes, in the political seats, and I don't want that. Please go back to the motherland. Please, if you are immigrant, not as Sweden, if you are black, if you are African, please go back home. I know Sweden sometimes it acts like heaven to other people, to other Africans. Let me talk about the Africans and black people who are in Sweden. Sweden acts like heaven to you. But let me tell you something. Africa is heaven. Africa is beautiful. Africa is amazing. In these years, you can, between here and 2026, you can decide to start venturing and to start researching on Africa. Start researching on your country. Start doing what you will do best in your country. Start researching which business. Start researching what thing you can engage with it in Africa, so that in 2026, please take the $34 and just leave and come to Africa, and let's build Africa together. It's hard because now students like your home and your mentality is in Sweden. The mentality is saying that I have to succeed here in Sweden. I cannot succeed in my motherland. I cannot. This is the message to people who have the motherland, who have their homes and have come to these countries. All those blacks and Africans who have gone to Sweden because their country is unbearable. Please, we can make Africa great. This is the only chance. At least you will have your saving and you will have something given by Sweden to come back in Africa. Because let me tell you, we have great things to do. We have agriculture, we have business, we can start small companies, we can venture into a lot of things. But you have to start researching it earlier. you have to start researching earlier. Have friends in Africa. I can be your friends. Their email address kenyanbeast1@gmail.com. My number 2 is on the description. You can WhatsApp me. Start talking to me and ask me about Africa. Ask me about Kenya. If you are Kenyan in Sweden and you want to come back and you are thinking of coming back, you are looking for lands, you are looking for things to do, I can give you advice here and there because I'm on the ground. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a good news to Africans that who are looking forward to come together. Take that money. Take that money. I know. I know a lot of Nigerians are in Sweden. Nigerians are everywhere. Yeah. Nigerians, Ghanaians, West Africa people, they are in Sweden. I know a lot of maybe Congolese, Rwanda are in Sweden. I know a lot of black people are in Sweden. And this is the only chance to come back home with us being, at least you have something. But they will reach a point, maybe the Swedish people will now decide to discriminate. If you are still there and you don't want to go back home, they will start saying, like the British have started, go back to your motherland. You are not supposed to be here. We are not supposed to reach at that point where the owners of the country will start protesting that we don't want you here. So this is the only time we need you back. Please come back to Africa. Come back to motherland. If you want to relocate to Kenya, come relocate to Kenya. Uganda, Tanzania, East Africa is the best for you. You can go back. If you are from West Africa, come back to West Africa. Our countries, we are crying about how our leaders are running our country, but you can come here, take position of leadership. You can come here, educate people because you are outside and you know more. When you are outside the nation, you are viewing the country in a very all-of-view manner. Because, for example, if you are a player and you are inside the pitch, you are not playing good, but the one who is outside the pitch, he is seeing the overall and the mistakes. And he knows when he goes there, he's going to change them. So this is a video and message to black people and Africans who are in Sweden. Come back home, take that money and come back home. I know it's not enough, but from now to 2026, save something. Do your research in African countries. We have better countries here in Africa. We have better climate. Don't venture on what you see on TV that African is poor. I know maybe you ran away from Africa because of the poverty and you are going to change your life. But now, they want everyone to go back to their country. Let's just come back when we have a humble time that they are not pushing, You don't know why they want you out. You don't know. You don't know why they have decided even to pay you to go. You don't know why they have decided to pay you. I am paying you to leave my country. That's the message. Sweden is paying you to leave their country. The Swedish people, they are paying you to leave Sweden. They don't want to see you anymore. Yes? Come back to Africa. Come back to Africa. Africa is great, but if you are here, we make those changes we need to make. We fight for our survival here. We push so that we can make Africa great again. It's only you, African diaspora, and me that will change this Africa. It's only you, a Caribbean with the roots in Africa, and me who will change this motherland. It's only you. The white people will not change here. They are in their land, chasing you away from their land, chasing you from UK, chasing you, discriminating you in the country, in their countries, but they are here, living largely good and making good of here. Now they want to control all of these places. But if you come here, you have the knowledge from outside. You can try to change some few things. So just come back home. If it's me, I'm gonna take those mullah and I come back to Kenya, and it's good for investment. 4 million, I can do something, venture into agriculture, poultry business, and a business that is not even poultry, anything, if not agriculture only. You can do a lot with that. So start researching, start planning. Please take that money. Don't wait for Swedish people to start acting weird. Don't wait for Sweden people to start chasing you away. Okay? That's what I wanted to tell my African diaspora people in Sweden. That's my message to the people of Sweden, to the blacks in Sweden. Other immigrants who are not blacks, they will be told by their people, but let me tell my black people in Sweden that Africa is a very sweet continent. If someone has never told you, let me tell you, if you left here running away because of war, you can change a country. If you left from South Sudan, you can come to Kenya. Let us learn to embrace every black people as Africans. It doesn't matter which country he comes from. It doesn't matter his origin of the country. You can come at your country and decide to exchange and come and live in Kenya. Come and live in Uganda, Tanzania. We have better countries. We are fighting hard to stabilize our economy because our leaders are the ones who are destabilizing the economy. But you know what? With the time, we're going to pass this and you're going to be happy here. So take that money, come back home. We need you here. Tell me what you think on the comment section. I am the Kenyan Beast. Until next episode, peace be with you.